On the free page of earlylearningpartners.com, I posted a resource for parents, just like a quick checklist that adults can use to kind of bring some calm to challenging behavior. I think we go over 6 steps that, or checkpoints that parents can consider when dealing, parents or teachers really, can consider when dealing with children with challenging behavior. And today I want to talk about the first one, which is creating a positive climate. I'm going to talk about 2 ways that adults can create positive climates. But what we want to know is that every environment is going to have a climate. A school has a climate, a workplace has a climate, homes have climates, even interpersonal relationships will have a climate. And when you're dealing with young children, you want to work really hard to create a positive climate. So the first way that you can create a positive climate is to share control. But I think parents sometimes don't really know what sharing control is. Sharing control is allowing or building in choice to your child's life, essentially. Whether it's choice about what they're going to wear to school, or what time they're going to go to bed, or what time you're going to leave a place. So you don't have to step down from being the parent and say, oh, well, Johnny wants to go to bed at 10 o'clock. That's not what I mean by sharing control. Sharing control would be you setting a guideline and then letting the child have some choice in how it's laid out. So when it's time to get ready to go to school, you can wear this or you can wear this. So the child has a choice. When it's time to go to bed, or a time to leave a place, hey, let's pick a timer to decide when you're going to finish up with what you're doing. And the child will pick a timer. Obviously, you've selected the amount of time that's on the timer, so you're still having this overarching control, but the child is in control of what is happening to him or her at that moment. This is a great tool to have in your toolbox as a parent, as a teacher, as a caregiver to young children, because it greatly reduces power struggles. That child that is upset by having a demand placed on him or her without having any say over it, this calms all of that, because that child is still given the opportunity to make a choice. They have control over what is happening to them. So it works so well. I've used it in my own practice as a teacher. I've used it as a mom. It works really well. Is it like foolproof or 100%? Absolutely not. These are things that you have to try and use and tweak, but it's a great tool and it is effective. The other thing that you want to think about when you're trying to create this positive climate for your child or your students in your classroom is to think about the type of attention that you're providing to them. So I know early on in my career, I would really give a lot of attention to these things that I didn't like was happening. So someone was hitting and I'm over there and I'm in front of them and I'm sitting with them and I'm talking with them. And if that child is interested in having my attention, those negative behaviors, those challenging behaviors are only feeding this, because every time they do this, they get all of this grandiose attention from me. So as adults, we kind of have to step back and say, okay, let's think about the kind of attention that we're giving. Are we lavishing attention when it's a challenging behavior or the child has done something that we consider to be negative, and we almost ignore all of the times that the child is doing something that we would like them to continue to do? What are we reinforcing in our attention? And you just want to think about that. Sit down and think about what behaviors are your attention reinforcing. And once you kind of come to what's going on in your own life, you can kind of bring it into balance a little bit better.